1984. Now, Diana has moved on in the 80s. After the first film, Steve Trevor dying, she is in the 80s and she's being heroic. She's trying to build her new museum. As you know, you've seen the museum back in the DC, in Metropolis, when she first builds it with Batman and Superman, and she's quite successful. This is where you see how the foundation starts to build. And in the 1980s, she's trying to worry about what's going on. She's got Steve Trevor everywhere she goes. In her mind, she can't get away from it. She's trying to rebuild a museum while taking on a new assistant, where Barbara comes in, played by Kristen Wiig. And she comes in and she's a bit of a rejected woman. She's not taken seriously. She's disrespected. And I love that about the film, is because it really dwells into the history of the 1980s. Women were not, the sexism of the 1980s, the women were not taken seriously. They were disregarded. They weren't respected. And that's why you see Barbara start to take on this new power. Can't tell you what power is, but it's brilliant. Meanwhile, Maxwell Lord, an unsuccessful businessman and a really bad entrepreneur, finds this power too. And next thing you know, oh, he's got this power, as you can see from the trailers. Obviously, Steve Trevor is in this. I can't tell you how, but he's got to work with Diana to stop these two from starting a new world and just bringing chaos to the 1980s. And that's what the film is all about. Now, there's a balanced views of basically Wonder Woman 1984, thinking about what's going on, what the problem is. People that like it, people that don't. I'm not saying this is terrible. I'm not saying this is horrendous. I'm saying this is okay. It's good. I'd say it's a good movie. It's not a trash film like everybody is saying. I think they're being a bit too harsh, but it is pretty good. So basically, the cast is Gal Gadot as Diana. She is Diana, always has been. Brilliant Wonder Woman. I love her chemistry with Chris Pine. I love her strength as a hero. There is new challenges that she faces in these films, new barriers she has to overcome, and that is what I love. Especially her relationship we delve more into the relationship chemistry between Steve Trevor and Diana, and there are some sacrifices she has to take in order to protect the world. That's what's great. Steve Trevor's great in this. He brings a laughable approach to the film in a good way. The chemistry's good. He's great. Diego Runes, who played Mandalorian in, played the Mandalorian as the Mandalorian, is in this film. Villain-wise, he's a mess, he's chaotic. When you think of Maxwell Lord, you think of the Supergirl one, you think of the comic one. He just didn't cut it. I mean, I wasn't a massive fan of it. It was chaotic. He was a bit of a childish villain, and for DC, that's a little bit disappointing. You've also got Kristen Wiig, who plays Barbara. Brilliant character. You can see her desperation within the era, trying to cope with men just looking at her as this lustful object, not taking her seriously. That's why she has to prove to everybody she's different, and that's why it kind of goes a bit wrong. And that's what I love about Kristen. You can see the desperation, the way she fights for her rights, basically fights for her rights. So overall, it's a mess, okay? It's not bad. The script is chaotic, okay? It's not brilliant. The problem I have with it is the timing's so slow. The danger, they've lost the danger and the threat from the first Wonder Woman. That's what I feel is the problem. You don't see that much in here, and it's a bit of a mess. Also, the suspense of the first film, you lost that. The scariness of the first film, that went away. It's not bad, but for a Wonder Woman film, it's a little bit disappointing. The script just goes too slow. The characters are all right. I have to say, I do like the history. I like the special effects. I like some of the CGI and a bit of the danger. I also like the relationship between Diana. There's a beautiful moment between Maxwell Lord and his son that I adore, and the chemistry between Diana and Steve kind of grows, and it does tug on your heartstrings a little bit. So it's not a disaster. I just feel that it's a good movie. It's not brilliant. It's disappointing for DC, but it's not as bad as what people are making it. So for all those reasons, I'm going to give Wonder Woman 1984 3 stars. So, Wonder Woman 1984, do you agree with me? Did you like it? Let me know in the comment section just below this video. Please click the thumbs up button if you like this video. And if you want to see any more of my movie reviews, then subscribe to Movie Madness. Thanks for watching, guys. I just want to add, there is a Disney Plus series going on in Marvel. There's some Netflix programs going on. I am shutting down Secrets of the Box Office because there's no point in keeping it. The cinemas are closed and people are just like watching things on demand now. But if you want me to review any TV series that you like or you think I should review, please let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week.